Hey, what's up, guys? This is your RacePace coach, and today we will go over why I do race pace training. Okay. Um, Number one reason why I do race pace training, race pace, is because I know it works. Okay. But I was like pretty much everybody else that got into the race pace. I'm assuming that I'm pretty much like everybody else. I went to the USRPT website. Looked at and read the documentations on the step-by-step to USRPT planning and decision-making process, and I was confused. You there's so much information, and um, it's not like put together well. I think it's like it kind of bounces all over the place, and it doesn't like give you the exact information about it. Um, so it was pretty much my 5 years of coaching race pace. It was trial and error. It's pretty much trial and error doing something that works, and if it didn't work, um, say like one thing that didn't work was uh, race pace endurance, 100 race pace endurance, 200 race pace endurance, 500 race pace endurance. At the first year, I was doing like 25s. Um, it was working well for the hundreds, but it didn't really work well for the 200s. So when I saw that, I started doing 50s instead of 25s. So uh, and then after when we were doing 50s, um, I noticed that their endurance for the 200 race paces and the 100 race paces were a lot better. Um, I don't do 25s anymore because the turn, number one, the turn, and then the target time, factoring in the dive start target time into the 25s that you do in a row. It just makes it harder for the swimmer to push off and then make that target time versus the dive off and then make that target time. If you're doing that, of course, you're not going to be making your target times when you're pushing off from the wall. So I transitioned to 50s. Again, even after transitioning to 50s, I guess in my second year and third year, I was still thinking to myself that I was kind of hesitant. It's like, oh man, is this working? Oh, is this not working? But after the kids, because my swimmers started achieving their sectional times, futures, winter juniors, um, regional times, state times, and breaking state records and breaking regional records. I that really confirmed that to me that race pace works. Um, so uh, that's so just stick with it. I do maybe 95% race pace, 95 to 98% race pace throughout my practices. Um, the other 5 to 2% they're spent doing um, underwater kicks by 25s, but no max yardage. I rarely do max yardage. I only do max yardage to show the kids what their why how lucky they are to not do max yardage anymore. Most of my older kids, they came from clubs that were doing max yardage, and they prefer race pace. I mean, because they're doing less. Um, they're socializing more with the kids in between their sets. When a coach would a new visiting coach would come to our team and check out our race pace program, they're surprised that there's my kids are just standing around doing nothing and just talking story. You know, I'm kind of still surprised by it, but when it comes to swim meets, they're hitting fast time standards. Um, some of my swimmers are close to uh, going into number two. Some of my swimmers are close to junior nationals time. Um, so the second reason why I do race pace is faster swimmers in a shorter time. For this, I compare it to when I was doing max yardage and I had kids reaching the regional level, zone level, and then I compare it to when I was doing when I'm currently doing race pace training, kids going to the regional and zone level, and I noticed that it took half to a quarter of the time period it takes to get a swimmer to the regional and zone level, like 10 and unders, 11 and 12s to get to the regional and zone level. And I even was able to get several 12-year-olds to the sectional level. So that was one of the reasons why I still continue to do race pace, faster swimmers in shorter amount of time. Also, they're doing less. They're doing less yardage. You know, when I was doing max yardage, we'd get to like 5 to 8,000 a day, a workout. I mean, or and if we could put in a 3 hour workout, we would get in 10,000. But um, that but now like doing race pace training, you know these kids are doing less than 1,000, less than 2,000, depending on what events they're swimming at the swim meets and the workouts I set for them. These kids are doing less than 1,000 at practice, less than 2,000 at practice. Yeah, and then achieving fast time standards. uh, I don't I don't really have that many kids doing distance swimming. I have a kid. When we do like 500 race pace, 1,000 race pace, and the all the distance 1650, I have them. I don't do 50s with them. I have them do hundreds, and it's pretty much their hundred split averaged towards the back end of their 1650 or 500, and I have that as their target time. Um, so yeah, so faster swimmers in a shorter amount of time. There was this one girl who joined our team in December, but didn't start swimming with me. She was at a different branch, but she didn't start swimming with me until I believe it was after May, and this is like May 2018, and then by December 2018, she went from a state time swimmer to a uh, futures swimmer, and then she's less than a second away from her winter juniors. Winter juniors, yeah. I think she's point 0.6 away from winter juniors, and she's only 13 years old, and her birthday was in October. So, um, this is another thing that really makes makes me stick with race pace training. Um, yeah, and then the final thing is race pace training is a standardized program. You know, the work the workouts are based off of the events that they swim at the swim meet. So all these three correlate with each other. Okay, so the events that they swim at the swim meet, okay, will be their workouts for practice, and then the target times at practice is the splits that they get from swim meets. Okay, and then they have their time standard goals where you can break it down, break each time standards down by splits, and then they would use their splits and then aim for the splits for the time standard goals. So this is another reason why I like doing race pace, because all three, these are the three main things. Okay, everybody wants to be at the fast time standards. Um, they swim the target time that meets, and then the split times that they get at meets, they use that target times at practice. So it's like a cycle. So this is the three main reasons why there are three reasons for the standardized program, which I like about it. Yeah, so uh, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned more about race pace training. And again, the reason why I do these videos is to reduce the confusion that coaches get when they encounter race pace or start up race pace training. Because I was totally confused. Okay, and it took me a year. It took me a year, 2 years to figure it out. So this channel is to cut the time in half, or even make it faster for you to implement a race pace program for your swimmers and make them faster. And yeah, okay. So again, hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe and share this video, and then uh, ring the bell for future videos and notifications. I'll try push out one video a day. Um, yeah, I'm I the reason why I don't really edit it too much is because my computer just pooped out on me, and yeah, so I have to get a new one. And then check out my book. It's on Amazon Kindle, Secrets to Race Pace Swimming. It, it's around $10. Because yeah, it's it's only $10. It has lots of information about how I go through the step-by-step process of implementing race pace program into my swimming, into my swim club. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.